What's going on, prospectors? Welcome back to the shed. Dig Daddy here, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. We're headed to eBay today. We're going to dive into the depths of the bay and see what kind of gold we can bring up today. So, before we jump into that, I just wanted to show off my new tee, Backyard Prospecting. This is an official tee of the channel here. So you can pick your own up off of T-Swag. Link right in the description. Another one right here. I got some stickers, I got some shirts, and I got some stickers, and I got some shirts. So pick one up, support the channel. Much appreciated. Anyways, let's jump into the review here today. We're looking at eBay again, and we are looking at OutletDepot4u is the seller that we're checking out today. Listing right there for you to check out. And let's jump into the dirt bucket. Pull this big boy out. Now this one I've been sitting on for a little bit, but not too long. Got a couple back. Big ass 5-pound bag of dirt. There we are. Comes in a general USPS mailer is what they shipped it in. This is supposed to be 5.5 pounds of pay dirt. I paid $20.50 for the dirt, $8, $9 for shipping. After tax, it was like 32 bucks, but the dirt itself was priced at $20, so that's what we're going to go with, $20 bag of dirt. 5 pounds, kind of heavy for a 20-pound bag, but it's all about what dirt it comes down, I guess. So let's pop this bad boy open. Since the pull tabs are taped over, you know, the things that make it easy to open these. I will say, it is well taped. Put the sharp ass knife away so we don't get ourselves cut or maimed. Alright, layer number 2. We have, is this really how we ship? Oh, wait, no. Okay. Layer number 2 is another USPS mailer. This one is taped closed. Back to the claw. Now, at first it felt like the dirt was just freely in here, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, shit. And it's not the case. What is the case is that there is a Ziploc bag in here. And I should have just kind of ripped it open like this. Alright, so since I messed up and sliced the bag open when I opened the outer bag, I'm gonna try to make sure none of this dirt up at the top is lost. So we're going to dump that right out into the classifying bucket. And since this is already kind of, so you can't really tear it open like that because it's a strong bag. There we go. Okay. Alright, that was a little bit of a mess, but we're doing okay. There's a little bit of sand still in that bag, so we'll get that in just a second. But here we go. 5-pound bag in a bag in a bag. Would have been nice if this was folded over first before it was stuffed in the bag that was folded over, because it kind of folded with itself. But no worries, we didn't lose any dirt. So this is what we got. We're gonna, I'm gonna dump it out in this little bucket here, and we'll get set up for classification. We'll be right back to it. Stay tuned. All right, got all the dirt in the bucket, nice and full. Lots of dirt in there. We're going to go through all the different size classifications because I do see a few little rocks that are a little bigger than 1/4 inch. So yeah, stick with me here while I shake this all out, and then we'll come back, show you what we got, and then we're going to run it through the sluice just like we do. All right. All right, we got everything all classified out. Sped through that real quick, and so let's check out what we got. So, starting off in the plus 1/4 inch. Usually in pay dirt, there's the least amount of this, where when you go out into the rivers, you tend to get a lot of this crap. But here we have the 1/4 inch. Not a whole lot. My smallest pan. So it's just the bottom rung of it. Not too much there. Next up, we have the plus 10. Everything that got stopped up in the plus 10. You see a little piece of turquoise, I think, sitting on top there. All of this dirt comes from the Arizona area. The ad says Sun City. It came shipped from Surprise. So I do know I've gotten pay dirt from out there before, and it's the Southwest, so you're going to find turquoise there. Here in the plus 20, this is what we wound up with there. Decent amount. Now this is really dusty sand, dusty dirt. So came out of the desert there. Next up, we got our plus 40. We got a lot of this. Tons of a plus 40. So we're going to have a hell of a time going through this pile. That's what we got there. Up until the first riffle. Also a big contender for amounts is the minus 40. About the same as we got out of the plus 40. But a lot of really, really fine, dusty stuff there. No surprise. Like I said, this sand was super dusty. Next thing to check out is what kind of magnetics we got to play with in here. So let's just go straight into the 40. See what we can find. Now there are definitely some magnetics in here. Not a lot. Just a little bit. So I don't think that's going to make a huge factor when we go through it. I might try removing it up front though, just to get it out of the way. There's a fair amount in there. It takes a few goes to get it. It's not nearly as bad as Washington dirt, but there's definitely some in there. Plus 40. Just a itty bitty bit in there. Not much gets up from the minus 40. Plus 20. Little pebbles. I'm not going to bother with the larger stuff. No point to it. But yeah, so that's what we got. Let me get it all wetted up. And we'll see what kind of gold we can get out of it. Alright, got everything all wetted up. We're ready to run it through the sluice. So, as usual, I like to speed this along so you guys don't fall asleep while I'm going through the dirt. So we'll cut up a little bit here. Listen to some tunes while we're doing that, and then we'll see what we got. Cool. we're getting to the end of it here. Battery died, so I'm starting the stream up again on this last minus 40. So far, I'm not horribly impressed. I haven't seen any gold. Well, that's not true. I did see one flake, maybe two, at the end of the last pan, the plus 40 stuff. Usually, if it's going to be a decent something, usually I'd see a little bit more at that point. So we'll see how it all winds up at the end here. Maybe it's all just super fine, sitting in this muck here that I'm working through. Kind of wishing I had maybe something to help break it up a little bit up on top here. But I guess by the time it hits the bend, it pretty much fluidizes. It's not clumpy anymore. Sideways a little hard sometimes. Yeah, there you go. Guess I was wrong. There was definitely some gold in there. Actually, pretty decent amount. A little bit more under the black sands too, but there's definitely a little line to play with. Pretty surprising. So I'll keep working to get this all cleaned out, cleared out. We'll dry it up, weigh it up, and see what we wound up with. But there's your sneak peek. There's your gold, baby. All right, we got that gold all dried up, broken down, and we are ready to weigh this baby out. So make sure my cup is cooled down enough, and it is, so we are ready to go. Oh, not quite ready to go. Let's turn this back on. Zeroed out. Now we're ready to go. So, let's see what OutletDepot4u got for me. Alright, so the bag costs, well, we'll get to that in a minute. What we got, 1.69, so a little over a tenth and a half of a gram of gold. So, what is that, $6, give or take? All right, so we're back again. Got the gold all weighed out, and that was 0.169 grams of gold, which is a little, it's probably around 30% or so. $6, $6.50 value based on today's 18 karat gold weight, 18 karat gold value. I'll have the specific ROIs right here for you, as we always do. You can look those over, get an exact amount, crunch your numbers, and figure out if you want to buy a bag for yourself. My words, my take on it is it was a fair amount of gold back for the price spent on the bag. It was a $20 bag. I've learned to stop factoring in shipping costs. Free shipping is something that is going to eat greatly into the seller's um, what they're getting back. So of course that's going to relate in less gold overall, anyways. So we try not to factor in the shipping when you factor in, you know, return on, you know, your ROI and whatnot. It's not really fair because that money is not going to the seller. It is what you're spending on the dirt. But at the end of the day, you're not paying. That's not part of the dirt's cost. The dirt's cost is what it is. Shipping is what it is, because everybody's got to get paid for their efforts, right? So the postman's got to get paid. The person who handed it to the postman, the guy who flew the plane, who took it over to wherever from wherever's got to get paid. And so shipping is what it is. So we don't factor that in. So we're looking at a $20 gold investment, if you will. I hate calling it an investment, but it is because we're talking about ROI. $20 for the bag, $6 back in gold. It's roughly around 30%. It's not too bad. What I would say though is a lot of dirt. 5 pounds for only 1.6 grams of gold. Made it a little bit more difficult to go through because there was so much material to deal with. Not that that's a bad thing. Sometimes getting a lot of dirt is entertaining because it gives you more effort of effect to go through. Getting this gold out of there, you know, you're probably going to go through a few pans. You're definitely not going to want to do all 5 pounds at once. So I think you would really have a good time going through this for $20, $6 back in gold, 30% ROI-ish. It's a good deal. I would say if you're getting into gold panning, this would be a nice one to work with, work on, so you can try out your skills. There was decent heavies in there, not too much magnetics, not too much of anything really. It was a good balanced bag, and I think for $20 it was a good purchase. I would definitely say go and grab one again if you're just getting into it and you just want something different to try out, or you just want something different to try out. A lot of the gold panning here, I mean, we all know about how much we're going to get back based on how much we're spending, cost return versus what we're getting. If it were all just about that, I would just go down to Home Depot, get some sand, buy some gold, mix it up, and pan that out every weekend. But there's a little bit more to it than just that. You know, seeing the different kinds of dirt from around the world, around the country is really cool. Finding potential little treasures in the dirt, I think, has become something that I've really learned to appreciate more as I do more and more of these gold dirt bags. Because otherwise, I mean, really, it's just sand and gold and in a bag and pan it out and you're done. So it's the nuances of these gold bags that really count. I liked this bag coming from Arizona. There was little pieces of turquoise in there. Nothing really that you're going to save. They're just itty bitty chunks. But it was cool to see that extreme flash of color in the pans as we're going through everything. You got a lot of blonde and golden sands that are in this material. And then to see that bright blue teal color pop out at you was really cool. And I like to see that. I like that when I'm going through the dirt to see something unique in there. It makes it a lot more enjoyable process for me anyways. You may just be in it for the dirt and, you know, for the gold rather, and be like, hey, I just want 100% ROI, and that's that. And that's fine. If that's what you're after, by all means, go buy some gold, go dig a hole in your backyard and mix the dirt in and go at it. You will get 100% of your money in your gold back. But I think realistically, we all know that's not what we're in this for. It's really about the enjoyment, the spending an afternoon, having fun going through it. And 5 pounds of dirt will keep you busy for a little while, and I think you'll enjoy what you wind up with. You'll get a little bit of gold in the end, something to put in your little vial to save till you get your next one. So this again was OutletDepot4u. 5.5 pounds pay dirt, gold panning pay dirt, supply placer, $20.50, and we got that off of eBay. And yeah, so just so that's that really. Just want to remind everybody, stay safe out there. I didn't put up the whole plague 2020 thing this time. I think the humor in the whole situation has kind of gone out of it. I'm not going to get all long-winded about it. I know everybody's tired of hearing about it in the news constantly everywhere. But to everybody watching my channel, at least, I just want you all to be safe. Keep your hands clean, stay home. Don't go out if you don't need to. I know a lot of these gold panning associations and groups and whatnot, they're putting up posts about, hey, now's a great time to get out and just get out to the river. And in theory and concept, they're not wrong because, generally once you're out there, you're solo for hours on end. But if you have to go any distance between you and where your gold is, you got to keep in mind, you're going to stop for gas somewhere. You're probably going to stop at McDonald's or somewhere for lunch. There's just a lot of potential places where you're going to needlessly interact with people out there. And you may not even realize it, thinking, oh, I'm just going to go out to the river. I'll be by myself. But, if you're walking a trail to get to your spot and somebody else went out there to go rafting or whatever, and you pass them and maybe they got it, coughed, whatever. It ain't worth it right now. It's a really scary time, so everybody just stay safe, stay at home, buy some pay dirt, do that at home, buy some Blue Moon pay dirt. But seriously, stay home, get some pay dirt if you got the bug, watch some Gold Rush if you need the bug, because that always does it for me. Seeing them pull thousands of ounces of gold out of the ground gets me wanting to get some gold myself. So if that's what you need, do that. Order some pay dirt, go through that in your own shed or in your backyard with your family, make it a family experience, have the kids come out and help you go through your dirt, find some gold together. That's what me and my son have been doing the last couple of weeks. I bought a bag off of the guys in California, the place, damn it, I'm forgetting the name now. Roaring Camps, the Roaring Gold Camp. Got a bag from them. That was a great bag to go through. I'm sorry I didn't do a review on it. Would have liked to, but I didn't because I spread that out over a few weeks with my son. So that one was just for us. Me and him kind of split the gold out of there. He got a cool little amount to have to start his own collection. But yeah, do something like that. Take this time to hang out with the family and at home. Get some pay dirt, go through it. Get Roaring Camp or one of these other guys who have like pay dirt of the month. Get some natural stuff out of the ground and just go through it slowly over this time that we're all stuck in our houses. Something to pass the time and maybe build your gold pile while you're at it. Anyways, I just want to thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me again. I'm sorry if I just got all preachy and long-winded and stuff. But it's a serious situation. Everybody knocked over my gold cube. Just about. Anyways, I want everybody to take it serious, be safe out there so that we can all get back out to it, get back out to the real world and back to the way things were, hopefully anyways. And get back to the gold shows and all the other stuff where we can actually interact with each other, and all that. But until then, hang out here on YouTube with me and everybody else putting out these videos for you all. Get some pay dirt. I've said that like 10 times. Buy some damn pay dirt. If not from me, from somebody. These Outlet Depot for you guys. Gold Bay. Lynch Mining. There's all sorts of places out there you can get some dirt. So definitely do that to itch your bug, scratch your itch, get some gold. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Backyard Prospecting, Dig Daddy here, tuning out. Stay safe. Don't let me see you at the river. Hang out with me in the backyard. Peace.